Okay, I'm just gonna doodle some little mountains. So I'm gonna go on mute. Goodbye.
All right. Well, then I'll have to be entertaining on my own, which is a tall order. But I think I can try. Whoa! I was so focused on this word, I didn't notice how beautiful these mountains are looking. Lucy, I have to commend you. YouTube, goodness gracious, welcome back. We are doing some cartography today. We have got a map outline. It's just it's a thing of beauty. So what we need to do is now put some cool little mountains and trees and things on it. And that is the job of Lucy. Lucy, say hello.
Hello.
Shall we map? We are mapping. We are here with Lucy. It is on. So, what is on specifically? I think we should start with some mountains. What do you think, Lucy?
Yes, sure. Let's look at the inspo map then. Obviously, we don't need to copy this exactly, but it's just a nice little, template. Obviously, we did, in inverted commas, copy the measurements down the side, but I thought it does look quite nice and does the job. So yeah, the measurements, we have got it quite specific, haven't we, Colin?
Mm-hmm.
Get this grid low. Yep, that took me a while. I'm not good at maths. What was it by? Was it 10 by 10? Got it as?
Put the original map back up. I believe it says on there.
Yes.
Right. So those are our 10 degrees. So each of our little squares here are 10 degrees. 10 by 10.
Yeah.
Because it's equirectangular, and that's what that means.
Fancy words.
Cool. I know I don't know very much about cartography, but I do know this. That map is looking nice. All right, Lucy, do we have any mountains in our source map?
We do. Oh, this is a different one, which is really pretty actually. But we have some.
We have some here, quite a bit actually.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
As Lucy's zooming in, I'll say when I'm doing that announcer voice, I almost feel the slight need to change the position of my S to make it a little more apical. That is some fantastic stuff. Like, do you hear that? Chat, do you hear that?
I think a new character is emerging.
A new character is emerging.
Chat, you should name this character.
Don't do it. All right, so these are some like fantasy map mountains here. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, they're really pretty, and I very much enjoy the rivers and the shading and stuff, but we'll get to that later. Yeah, these are very nice. We should draw some. Where does everyone... Let me go back to our map.
We actually do know where the mountain ranges are. The big ones anyway.
What continent are we starting on?
Why don't we start on the on continent E, which if we go up to the top right, that's that one, which is where our Lenethailef and Justamija speakers live. Yeah, the top right one.
So this one.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys see my mouse? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
So
and you can see my mouse too.
Excellent. Mouseception.
You could have like a slapping fight with these cursors. Well, when yours was a hand, it made more sense. Now it doesn't make a lot of sense. I just look like a...
Hang on. I'm back.
There you go. High five. Okay, that's what you like to see. Yeah, no, I'm not a goofball. Anyway, so where are these mountains going to be? Lucy, if you can get up that first layer.
Which layer?
The very first original Majas map, we have some mountains.
Gotcha. There we go.
So it's this...
Am I in frame?
You're in frame. This sort of grayish brownish color. You can see this range on the northeastern coast and a smaller range on the east coast.
Okay, so this sort of beigey gray.
The beigey gray, yes. I don't know, what do you call that? What do you call that color?
Tan?
Tan.
It's not quite mushroom, it's more tan than mushroom. So what I'll do is...
Grayish.
Computer.
Galactic Sand says you call it grayish, and Chromateco1 says you call it disgusting.
Depends on your opinion of colors. I happen to enjoy a poopy color. Thank you very much.
All right, so how are we going to make these mountain ranges?
Let's see. Apologies if my computer is a little bit slow. He's an old bean, okay? We thank him for his service. Yeah, like these are just cute little sketchy things. We could give that a go. Let's have a look. Get my layers in order.
I'm going to be just
How big is this?
just looking at this for a second, and then I'll start on some ideas for place names that we can plop on this map.
Okay, I'm just gonna doodle
Okay.
some little mountains. So I'm gonna go on mute. Goodbye.
All right. Well, then I'll have to be entertaining on my own, which is a tall order, but I think I can try. So what we have to do is we have to come up with a name for this mountain range. And given that we don't have a huge amount of the history sketched out, I think our safest bet is to use something like, like blue or white or dark or something like that to name the range. So let's look at our Justamija inventory. Not inventory, the lexicon. Colin, what on earth? You just say words that you see? I think you do. Lexicon. Do we have? And let's see what we've got. Do we have like dark? Oh, you do. We do. We have fasana or fasana in Justamija and aptuma for mountain. So we could let's remind ourselves how the grammar works. So we have apologies for everything being crunched up here, but we have an attributive suffix si. So we have something like fasanasi aptuma. That would be the dark mountains. That could work. All right. Oh, the sun's bed. That's kind of cool. I think we're going to need some more words for that, though. Let's take a look. Lexicon. I'm sure we don't have bed. We do have sun, though. Masva, and then we need a word for bed. Maybe we can use quela, because that's a nice short word. Quela. We could use it. We could have it be bed, but also a sort of an idea of like a source or something from which something springs up. Place of arising. I like that, Connor. That's a cool idea. So maybe it's truly a root meaning rise. So quella, and let's take it through Lexergy. Kila, and then what's the status of the genitive in Justamija? I think it's we have this ya, this innovative ya form. I remember now. So it would be something like masvayakila. Ooh, that sounds kind of cool. Masvayakila. I'm going to write it down. Masvayakila. Sun's arising. Or sun's bed. Let's put it that way. Sun's bed. That was the original, right? Whoa. Huh. I was so focused on this word, I didn't notice how beautiful these mountains are looking. Lucy, I have to commend you.
Oh, shucks. I whipped out some of my fancy brushes.
My goodness.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine that I'm sort of copying a bit, right? It's fine. It's totally fine.
You could, who could be better to copy from than Mercator himself?
True.
I don't know much about Mercator's life, but the man loved his maps.
Apparently so.
How would we put text on this map, Lucy?
However you like. We can pick a nice font. We could use our standard font. Actually, that might work.
Especially, what we should do, because eventually we are going to have in-world writing systems with which to write, but we should use a Latin font that we can use as a stand-in for now and then replace it eventually.
Yeah, I mean, what would be fun is if we made a font using the new writing system.
Oh, we actually do have a bunch of community created writing systems for Birai, which I'm very excited to feature at
Ooh,
some point.
that's exciting.
Goodness gracious, look at this mountain range. Oh, do you ever want to just sort of sit and watch someone do art and just sort of meditatively take it all in? That's what I'm feeling right now watching
Aw.
Lucy do this, but I realize that won't be very entertaining
You,
for the chat and for YouTube in the
you
future.
have you have people relying on you for
I
them.
know I
Please
can't
don't.
just. Ooh.
Aw, I'm glad you enjoy.
Masvaya Kila. 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 Come on, Uvula, do your work. Don't say that in public. People might get the wrong idea. So we have some other names up here. I love this Ligali, rather, for the northern continent. I love that name. And maybe Khanidim Mikna Mil Tilani are possible names of regions or cities or mountains or things like that in the Justamia sphere. But I think what we should do now is look at some of the pre-Qal names, because I said I was going to wait until we had the continent up to talk about them. And Ship has done some amazing work on two Pre-Qal languages, two substrate languages for this continent. So I will get up the notes we have here. Yeah, we have a lot of good stuff. Let me just copy paste it into this world building document here. Will it let me do that thing where I can copy without... I don't understand. I don't understand anything. That's fine. So this is a really beautiful language here. This is for the Western substrate language. So we have something like Betani Bizeds, Bikik Bizeds, Bixib Bizeds. And what I think we should do is we have all sorts of stuff. Look at all of this. So for the western half of the continent, we can take some substrate, some of these names as pre-Qal place names and adapt them into Pre-Qal or Justamia. So let's see what that might look like. Let's take Ndita Ndolyu, big river. Ndita Ndolyu. And let's see how that might get adapted into Pre-Qal and then into Justamia. Or into Lenethailef, for that matter, because if it's on the west coast, it may be more in the Lenethailef sphere. All right, so Ndita Ndolyu, if it's going to be adapted into Pre-Qal, it's going to have to be CVified. So let's look at the inventory of Pre-Qal. I need more windows. Okay, so let's just put this here for now. Ndita Ndolyu. The question is, are we going to lose these pre-nasalized stops because they're not going to function in this CV? So we need to get this into a CV structure. We could do one of a few things. We could epenthesize a vowel, something like Ndita Ndolyu. And of course, there are going to have to be other things that change, but we could just lose that nasalization. So we could do Dita Dolyu, or we could lose the stop. Nita Nolyu. Those ends are syllabic, not prenasalized. Okay, well in that case, Ndita, they may get... We still have the problem, although I think that this epenthesis is less likely. I think maybe we might come up with something like Adita Adolyu. Or Anita Anolyu. Because Pre-Qal has no voice stops. Anita Anolyu. So that's how we'll do it. And what else do we have to change? Anita Anolyu. So we don't have a ly. So we might go to Anita Anoyu. And Let's see how this gets adapted into Lenethailef. You can see that, right? Okay, good. So I have to go over to our second monitor. Go to, let's see what it looks like in Justamija first, and that'll give me some time. That'll give me some time. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, this looks very strange. So it turns into Nidinui. Whereas where this is rounded allophonically. This last U. Nidinui. That's really interesting. Lucy, what do you think about that sound? Nidinui.
Hello. That's very nice. The previous one sounds like I'm going to annoy you, by the way.
Anita Ndolyu?
No, the previous one.
Anita annoy you?
Yeah, I need to annoy you.
Nidinui. So this could be a name of a big river in the western half of the continent. And I want to hear what it sounds like in Lenethailef, actually. That's the next thing, but I have to open up another Lexergy window. Goodness gracious, this Lexergy fixation, will it ever end? I doubt it. So let's go back and let's find our Lenethailef sound changes. Where are the sound changes? Here they are. Lenethailef. Apologies that you can't see what I'm doing over here, but it's not that interesting, I promise you. And let's put in Anita Annoyu. You're right, it does sound like I need to annoy you. And what comes out? Navena. Oh, that's kind of cool. So Nidinui in Justamija and Navena. And I need my special orthography. That's gorgeous. Navena is, so Lenethailef, the whole language, the whole point of that language is just a cellar door factory. And it is not disappointed here. So Nidinui and Navena. So if we find a place for a river, we can call it that. I'm going to take this. What do you think, Ship? Does it do justice to the originals? No, I really just want to paste. Big river. All right, let's stop our nomenclature, our onomastics, our toponymy for now, and let's look at what Lucy's done, because heavens to Murgatroyd. This is beautiful. Lucy,
thank you.
Walk us through your process here. Where does the inspiration come from? How do you do what you do?
Oh, don't be silly. I was just looking at these guys, this lovely map. And we can add some color as well, which I think would be really nice. But we'll do that. We'll do that later once we've got some of the some more landmarks in. But yeah, this is one of my special brushes I've whipped out for the occasion. So yeah, glad you guys like it. I think it looks really. It's getting there. Ooh.
So Lucy, we're getting some questions from the chat. Do you have an art channel? I mean, what's going on here? Why are you not on there making maps day in and day out?
I guess I'm an art human. I don't have a channel.
Yet.
I'm just oh shush. You're the charismatic one. I'm the makes everything look fancy when you're done. Yeah, I'm an animator and artist person, so trying to live up to that currently. Hopefully I'm doing okay. I'm glad you guys like it. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, I need to catch up on the chat here. So the weird kid has an idea for this krat root. It could mean coming and going. That's a good idea. Let's put that in as a potential meaning here. And we have, oh yes, so there's some questions about what this language is. So this is a language that forms a substrate to the Qal languages in the western coast, in the western half of this continent here. This one that my little hand is circling around. So this was the language from which these phrases are drawn was spoken around here in earlier times. And then later on in history, the Pre-Qal speakers who lived in this region here expanded out down south and brought their language, which turned into Lenethailef with them. And Justamija is the name of the language that stuck around in the Pre-Qal homeland. And so when Lenethailef came down, they displaced or replaced, or something happened, and these languages were no longer spoken, but many of their place names remain. And so there's one such family on the west coast. There's another family, slightly off screen. Thanks, Lucy. On the east coast. And there's even one that's spoken around closer to where Pre-Qal was spoken. And Ship has been instrumental in devising two of those language families. All right. So,
do we need any more mountains?
We do. On this continent, we have a second range. If you go back to Maja's map.
Okay, 1 second.
You see there's a small range just to the southeast of the end of the range that you've made.
Here?
Indeed.
Okay. I don't know if you could see my mouse. That was a bit small, but... Okay, I will draw away. 1 second, please.
That one is going to be probably a smaller and lower range. Well, this is exciting. Let's see what else we have. I'd like to do a few more derivations for this Western Pre-Qal language, or Pre-Qal language rather. So let's take New Mountain, or Big Mountain. That works. Big Mountain, Tita-Tizko. And let's run it through the sound changes. Tita-Tizko. There we go. So Tita works. Tizko. Tizko doesn't work as is. We'll have to change this to something like Tisako. Tita-Tisako. All right. Tita-Tisako. Let's put that into Justamija first, and then Lenethailef. In Justamija, it turns into... Oops, where... I've lost my... no, there it is. Tita-Tisko. Tita-Tisako. Titisku. So this is Justamija. And in Lenethailef, it turns into... Tisk. Tisk. I guess we have geminates. Cool. Tisk. So this is Big Mountain. Great. Okay. Echo, thank you so much. Can I use the can we add the Justamija word for mountains? Yes. Okay. So Titisku, it would be Titisku Aptuma. And then in Lenethailef, I'll have to find, what's the word for mountain in Lenethailef? Do we have the lexicon ready? I don't believe we do, so I'll need to derive it. So where is it? Where on earth could that apato? Okay, it's apto. Apato is the root. So let's put this into Lenethailef. Apato gives us aft. So we get Tatisk aft. Or depending on what, I'm not sure what side of the, I think this is correct. Titisku Aptuma, and Tatiskaft. Big mountains. All right. Yeah, Kongor and the technical difficulties. Is everything fine now? I know I accidentally triggered some hotkey that made things wonkified. Nicholas, I got this shirt. I got this shirt at a very, very small store in my hometown many years ago at this point. And I don't know where these things even come from. I saw it. I said, how about that shirt? I could never wear that shirt. That's, I'll give you the full screen briefly so you can sort of see what I mean. Like, this shirt is way too loud. I can never wear this shirt. Fast forward to the present. I bought the shirt. And of all the shirts I own, this is the only one that anyone has ever literally, and I'll just go back to the shirt here, stopped me on the street to ask about the shirt. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think I'd take it as a good thing, but I think scholars will debate that for years. I look back and look, there are more mountain ranges. Lucy, what's going on?
Many mountains.
Many mountains.
Well, I assumed these were also mountains, so I just kept going. I am correct, right?
Indeed they are. There's
a big guy here.
Oh, I've got Discord itself on the screen. Okay, sorry. Things got wonkified again. Wait. I've made a mistake. There we go. I don't know. I declare bankruptcy, guys.
Is it not the different screen on the settings?
You know okay. What? It's fine. It's all done now. It's fine. We're back. Colgore and the Technical Difficulties. I believe that's book 4. Yeah. Okay.
Fine. This is what editing is for.
This is what editing is for. This is what joy and intro material is for. Okay, let's make some more place names while we're looking at this beautiful, beautiful cartography. Okay. There needs to be, what else? I want to do this one. Bak Bimbiwa. Small temple. I feel like this could be, okay, randomly this has gone a different color. I don't know why. I'm being oppressed by technology right now. I'm being grievously harmed. Bak Bimbiwa. Small temple. Let's turn that into a Lenethailef word. Where did it go? Here we go. Lenethailef and Justamija. So Bak Bimbiwa, small temple. Interesting. I see German in the chat. Because Quain's in Vienna. Cool. But well, despite all of that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call-ize this phrase. So Bak Bimbiwa. Oh, should we put in a break? I guess we should, so the last one will be about half an hour. So let's do a little bit of a suspense. Viewers, stay tuned. If you want to know how we adapt Bak Bimbiwa into Justamija and Lenethailef, come back for the next episode. Lucy, want to say anything to future YouTube as a farewell?
I'm hoping you're enjoying the extensive mountain doodling. Come back for more, and possibly trees. Maybe.
It could happen. We'll see you next time.